What if the secret to a peaceful, fulfilling life begins the moment you wake up? Pause. Feel the weight of that question. Let it sink in deep within your heart. What if everything you've been chasing, the approval, the validation, the endless pursuit of success, has been leading you in the wrong direction? What if those things, those external markers of happiness, are not drawing you closer to the peace you crave, but are in fact pushing it further away? What if the life you've been living, striving to meet everyone else's expectations, isn't even your life at all? What if the key to your happiness and inner peace is to stop living for others and start living for you? Take a deep breath. Inhale slowly, filling your lungs with calm. Feel the air fill your body. Hold it for a moment, then exhale, releasing the tension and the pressure of the world. Now, as you breathe out, think about this for a moment. What would it feel like if you stopped chasing someone else's version of happiness and started choosing your own? What if just for today, you gave yourself permission to stop seeking validation from others and instead honored your own truth? What if this shift, this simple yet profound change, could bring you the peace you've been longing for all along? Could it really be that simple? The truth is, peace begins within. As Buddha wisely taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The secret to unlocking that peace lies not in external achievement or approval, but in your ability to turn inward to reconnect with the truth of who you are, and to live authentically free from the pressures of others' expectations. This journey starts in the quiet moments of the morning, when the world hasn't yet demanded anything from you, and you still have the freedom to choose the energy you want to carry throughout the day. The first moments after you wake up are sacred. They are a space where you can choose your mental state before the world tells you who you should be. In those precious moments, you hold the power to realign yourself with your own truth, to reset and start anew, free from the worries of yesterday and the fears of tomorrow. So let's explore how 5 simple yet powerful affirmations, grounded in ancient wisdom, can transform your mornings and ultimately your life. These affirmations are not just words, they are tools for reclaiming your inner peace, your true self. And as you embrace them, you will begin to create a life that reflects your deepest desires, not the world's expectations. The importance of morning affirmations. Every new day offers a choice, a powerful opportunity to shape how you feel, act, and experience the world. The first moments when you wake up, still half dreaming, still in the delicate embrace of sleep, are not just a prelude to your day. They're the foundation of everything that follows. Your first thoughts are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind. What you choose to tell yourself as you open your eyes will grow throughout the day, shaping your emotional landscape, your actions, and your interactions. Morning affirmations are not just words, they are a declaration of your power. They are the affirmation that you are in charge of your thoughts, your energy, and your experience. How often do we let the rush of life dictate our emotions before we even get out of bed? The flood of emails, the looming deadlines, the pressure to meet everyone else's expectations. These thoughts can easily consume us, setting the tone for a chaotic, stressful day. But what if, instead of rushing into that chaos, you decided to claim your peace? Right from the start, imagine waking up with clarity, not anxiety. Imagine waking up with purpose, not stress. What if you could start each day feeling grounded and focused, knowing that you are in control of your emotions, your mindset, and your energy. What if the first words you spoke to yourself in the morning were ones of affirmation and strength, ones that rooted you in the knowledge that you are enough, no matter what the world asks of you today? Let me share a story with you, a story that might feel familiar. Sarah, a young professional, once woke up every morning with a heavy heart. The moment her alarm rang, her mind started racing. Tasks piled up in her head, emails waited in her inbox, and the pressure to meet everyone's expectations loomed over her like a dark cloud. She felt like she was always running behind, always chasing after something she could never quite catch. Her mornings were filled with anxiety, and by the time she made it to work, she was already drained. The weight of everything that needed to be done kept her mind clouded, her energy scattered, and her spirit low. But then one morning, Sarah decided to change her routine. She decided to give herself the gift of intentional thought. Instead of allowing the chaos to take over, she chose a different path. She began her day with affirmations, simple but powerful words of encouragement. She told herself, "I am enough. Today is a new day. I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." In those first moments of her day, Sarah shifted her energy. She chose to focus on the truth that she was enough, that today was a fresh start, and that she had the power to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Slowly, she began to notice the difference. Her anxiety began to melt away. She became more focused, more present, more calm. But the most important shift wasn't just in her mood. Her entire approach to life changed. She realized that for so long, her thoughts had been driving her. She had been reacting to life instead of choosing her response. The moment she chose to embrace a positive affirmation, she took back her power. She wasn't waiting for the world to give her approval or direction. She was choosing her own emotional path, regardless of the external noise. Now think about your own mornings. How often do you wake up already feeling overwhelmed? How often do you get caught in the rush of the day before it even begins? How often do you feel like you're not enough, like you're just not doing enough to meet everyone's expectations? What would it feel like to start your day with a different energy, one that comes from deep within, from your own self-belief and inner peace? Your morning affirmations can be the key to that transformation. Affirmations are the tool to reset your energy, to ground yourself in the truth of who you are, and to face the day with the confidence that you have the power to choose how you respond. Let's take a moment to visualize. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine you've just woken up. You feel the warmth of your blanket, the quiet of the morning around you. Now take a deep breath. As you breathe in, think about what you truly need today. What would it feel like to greet this day with peace, not anxiety? Maybe it's a moment of stillness where you just sit for a minute and say to yourself, "I am enough. I am here. Today is a new beginning." Imagine how that feels to start your day with calm, with clarity, with intention. It's a choice. The power to set the tone for your entire day lies in these first few moments. You are the architect of your own thoughts. The words you say to yourself, especially in the morning, have the power to shape your world. You have the ability to choose your emotional state, to ground yourself in peace, to affirm your strength, and to step confidently into the day ahead. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of mindfulness plays a key role here. The Buddha taught that the mind is like a wild elephant. It can be unruly, easily distracted, and pulled in many directions. However, through mindfulness, we can train our minds, bringing them back to the present moment and taming the wild elephant within. Morning affirmations serve as a tool to practice this mindfulness, gently guiding our minds toward peace and focus. So take this moment, take this choice, and embrace the power of morning affirmations. Start each day with intention, start each day grounded in your truth, and watch how everything begins to align. Your peace doesn't start in the future, it starts right now, in the quiet moments of your morning, when you choose to speak to yourself with kindness and love. And that is the foundation of a peaceful, fulfilling life. 1. I am here, I am alive, this moment is enough. How often do you find yourself lost in the past? How many times have you caught yourself replaying old conversations, wondering what you could have said differently, or regretting decisions you made that led you to where you are today? And how often do you find yourself lost in the future, worrying about what might go wrong, imagining every worst-case scenario, feeling overwhelmed by the weight of what's to come? We all do it. We live in regret or anticipation, often missing the beauty, the peace, and the power that is available to us in the present moment. But here's the truth. The present moment is the only place where life truly unfolds. The past is gone, and the future isn't here yet. The only time you can truly change, choose, or find joy is in this very moment. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness, being fully present in the moment, is central to the path of peace. Buddha himself taught, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This powerful teaching reminds us that the key to true freedom, true peace, is rooted in the here and now. When we fully embrace the present moment, we release the chains of regret and fear, and we reconnect with the infinite possibilities of what is unfolding around us. What if you could begin to break free from the constant tug of the past and future? What if you could train yourself to be here now, in this moment, fully alive, fully engaged, fully present? Imagine how much more peace and clarity you could experience if you allowed yourself to truly embrace the now without clinging to what was or fearing what might be. Let me take you through a simple exercise, one that will help you reconnect with the present. Take a moment and close your eyes. Take a deep breath, slow, steady, and intentional. Feel the air as it enters your lungs. Feel it as it fills you with life. Hold it for a moment and then gently exhale, letting go of any tension you might be carrying. Now bring your awareness to your body. Feel your feet on the floor, the solid, comforting sensation of being grounded. Notice the beat of your heart, steady and rhythmic, a constant reminder that you are alive. In this moment, nothing from the past can affect you. No mistake, no regret, no forgotten opportunity can touch this moment. And the future, it hasn't arrived yet. You have all the time in the world right now to simply be. And in this space of stillness, of presence, you are enough. You are enough just as you are, right here, right now. You don't need to change anything or prove anything. You are alive, you are breathing, and you are part of this magnificent, ever-unfolding world. What would it feel like to begin your day from this place of peace and acceptance? To set the tone for your day with a simple affirmation, I am here. I am alive. This moment is enough. Think about how often we rush through life, constantly thinking we need to achieve more, be more, do more, to be worthy of peace and happiness. We chase the future, always moving toward the next goal, the next milestone, convinced that only once we get there will we truly be happy. But what if instead of chasing, we paused? What if we stopped and acknowledged the incredible gift that is right here, right now, the breath in your lungs, the life in your body, the simple fact that you exist, and that is enough. The truth is, we often forget to breathe, to be present, to appreciate the small, quiet moments that make up our lives. But those moments are what life is made of. This moment is where you hold the power to choose peace, to choose joy, to find purpose. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. This is the essence of mindfulness, the practice of returning to the present over and over again as the mind drifts to the past or future. When you bring your attention back to the present moment, you find clarity. You find calm. You create the space for peace to enter your life. The more you practice being here in the now, the easier it becomes to detach from the endless cycle of regret and worry. Buddha taught that life is impermanent, that everything, even our thoughts and emotions, are in constant flux. In this teaching, he pointed out that attachment to the past or fear of the future only creates suffering. True freedom comes when we allow ourselves to flow with the present, without clinging to what was or fearing what might be. The Buddha's words, "Be mindful of your thoughts. They create your reality," remind us that what we focus on today shapes our experience tomorrow. And here's the best part. By starting your day with this grounding affirmation, you are training yourself to stay rooted in the present moment. The world will continue to pull at you with its demands and expectations, but you will remain steady like a tree, with deep roots, fully engaged in what matters most, this moment, right now. As you begin your day with this affirmation, feel how it shifts your perspective. Feel how it pulls you back from the distractions of the past and future. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that help you see the world clearly. Suddenly everything feels sharper, more focused, more alive. When you tell yourself, "I am here. I am alive. This moment is enough," you remind yourself that you don't need anything more to feel fulfilled. The simple act of being present, of acknowledging your own existence, is powerful. It's grounding. It's liberating. Imagine how different your day would feel if, instead of rushing through each task, you took a moment to pause and check in with yourself, to breathe, to remind yourself that you don't need to hustle for validation. You don't need to chase the approval of others. You are enough right here in this moment. And with that truth, you can face whatever the day brings with grace, calm, and clarity. Take a deep breath now and say it with me. I am here. I am alive. This moment is enough. Let these words sink into your being. Let them anchor you in the present. Feel the power of this moment, and let it guide you through your day. Remember, peace is not something you find in the future, and it's not something you can get from others. Peace is here in this moment, and it's waiting for you to claim it. So today, choose to be here. Choose to embrace the now. This moment is enough, and in it, you have everything you need to live with peace, joy, and purpose. You are enough. Right now, this moment is enough. 2. Nothing outside me can disturb my peace unless I allow it. The world is full of challenges, isn't it? People will disappoint you, traffic will frustrate you, and unforeseen circumstances will test your patience. It's inevitable life throws curveballs at us, and no matter how much we plan, we can never predict every twist and turn. But here's the most profound truth you can embrace. Peace is not the absence of challenges. but rather the ability to remain calm amidst them. This realization can be life-changing. It's not that the world will stop throwing challenges your way. It's not that people will suddenly stop letting you down, or circumstances will stop feeling out of your control. No, the key to peace lies in something far deeper, far more enduring than external situations. True peace comes from within, and that peace is something you can protect, no matter what is happening around you. In Buddhism, this idea is central. Buddha's teachings often focused on the nature of peace and suffering. He said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This is a subtle yet powerful insight. It's not the external world that disturbs your peace, but your reaction to it. When you allow external circumstances to dictate your internal state, you lose your ability to experience lasting peace. But when you learn to cultivate inner calm, nothing can truly shake you. Imagine the ocean. On the surface, it may be wild, churning with waves that crash violently against the shore. But beneath the surface, the ocean remains still untouched by the chaos above. That's the nature of inner peace. The surface may be tumultuous, but deep inside, there is a place of tranquility that remains undisturbed, no matter what's going on around you. This idea isn't just an abstract concept. It's something we can practice every day. It's a skill one that can be cultivated with mindfulness, patience, and intention. Your mind is like that ocean. Yes, it'll be disturbed by waves, thoughts, emotions, external circumstances, but beneath the surface, you can choose to remain anchored in peace. This is the core of mindfulness, noticing when the waves are crashing and choosing not to be swept away by them. Let me take you through a real-life story that illustrates this beautifully. John, like so many of us, had a life full of stress. He had a demanding job with a boss who seemed to have no end to his expectations. His home life was often chaotic, with family responsibilities pulling him in every direction. Every day felt like a battle, and the stress kept mounting, taking a toll on his well-being. He started to feel like he was losing control, like everything around him was pushing him further and further from peace. But one day, John had a moment of clarity. He realized that despite the constant external pressures, his peace was his responsibility. He didn't have to allow the chaos around him to dictate his inner state. So he made a decision each morning. He would remind himself, "Nothing outside of me can disturb my peace unless I allow it." This simple affirmation became his shield. It didn't mean that his job or his family life suddenly became perfect. It didn't mean the challenges disappeared. But what changed was his reaction to them. Instead of reacting impulsively, letting the stress take over, he paused. He took a deep breath and reminded himself that his inner peace was not something dependent on his circumstances. When his boss became difficult, instead of letting the anger or frustration build inside, he paused. He responded with calm, with mindfulness, and with clarity. When his home life became chaotic, instead of rushing into action from a place of overwhelm, he centered himself first, taking a moment to breathe and realign before responding. And slowly, John started to realize something profound. His peace wasn't tied to his circumstances. His peace came from his ability to choose his response, to stay anchored in his own truth, even when the world around him seemed unpredictable. This is the key insight. You are the guardian of your peace. No one else can disturb your inner calm unless you give them permission. Yes, the world will always throw challenges at you. People will disappoint you. Traffic will test your patience and life will be full of uncertainties. But how you respond to those challenges is where your true power lies. Your peace is not dictated by external forces. It is anchored in your ability to stay grounded, calm, and centered, no matter what the outside world presents. Buddha taught us that suffering comes not from the world itself, but from our attachment to it. Our attachment to expectations, outcomes, and our need for control. When we cling to the idea that peace depends on circumstances, we set ourselves up for constant suffering. But when we practice non-attachment, we learn to release the need for external validation or external peace, and we cultivate an inner peace that no circumstance can take away. Mindfulness is the practice of recognizing this truth and returning to our center when we get swept away. When we feel the waves of frustration, anger, or stress rising within, we can choose to step back and observe the emotion without becoming consumed by it. Just like the ocean's surface can be turbulent while its depths remain still, your emotions may rise and fall, but your inner peace remains grounded, unwavering. Let's pause for a moment and do a small exercise together. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Take a deep breath and notice how you're feeling right now. Are there any tensions in your body? Any worries or distractions in your mind? Now take another deep breath and gently tell yourself, nothing outside of me can disturb my peace unless I allow it. Feel the tension release with each breath and let go of any external worries. Allow yourself to return to your center, to the stillness beneath the surface. You are the calm in the storm. The key to peace is not in controlling the outside world, but in mastering how you respond to it. When we stop expecting the world to align with our desires, and instead focus on aligning ourselves with our own inner truth, we free ourselves from the tyranny of external chaos. We become unshakable like the still depths of the ocean, no matter how wild the surface may become. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I am the guardian of my peace. I choose how I respond to the world. This is the power of mindfulness. This is the freedom of non-attachment. And this is where true peace begins within you, within your response, and in your ability to choose calm, no matter the storm. Let this mantra guide you through your day. Nothing outside me can disturb my peace unless I allow it. You hold the key to your peace. Guard it, nurture it, and watch how the world around you begins to align with the calm you cultivate within. 4. I will treat myself with kindness, not judgment. How often do you find yourself speaking to yourself in ways you would never speak to another person? Think about the words you use when you make a mistake, when you fall short of your own expectations. We are our harshest critics, aren't we? We replay our mistakes over and over in our minds, beating ourselves up for things we wish we had done differently. We tell ourselves we're not good enough, not capable enough, not worthy enough. And the truth is, this constant self-judgment does nothing but chip away at our confidence, erode our sense of self-worth, and keep us trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. But here's the question. Why do we treat ourselves so much more harshly than we would treat anyone else? Think of a loved one who is struggling, who makes a mistake, or who feels down. How do you respond to them? With kindness, understanding, encouragement, and support. Right. You wouldn't dream of speaking to them the way you sometimes speak to yourself. And yet when it comes to ourselves, we often forget to offer the same compassion. We forget that we deserve the same kindness, the same love, the same understanding. In Buddhism, compassion is one of the most important virtues. Buddha taught that self-compassion is just as crucial as compassion for others. In fact, you cannot fully give love to others if you do not first love and care for yourself. Buddha's words resonate deeply. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This simple yet profound teaching reminds us that we are worthy of our own care and kindness, no matter how imperfect we may be. The practice of self-compassion isn't about ignoring our mistakes or pretending we're flawless. It's about accepting our imperfections and treating ourselves with love in spite of them. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we open the door to healing. We give ourselves the space to be human, to make mistakes, to learn and grow from them. This is not weakness. This is the strength of embracing your true self, flaws and all. Think about Maria. Every morning, Maria struggled with self-criticism. She would wake up and immediately start replaying the mistakes from the day before. Her mind would jump to the errors she made, the things she didn't accomplish, the moments she felt like she failed. The harshness of her self-talk kept her in a state of constant stress, self-doubt, and frustration. She would say to herself, "Why am I so incapable? Why do I always mess things up?" But then one day, Maria decided that she was done with the cycle of judgment. She realized that her relentless self-criticism was not making her better. It was holding her back. So she started a new practice. Each morning as she woke up, she would say to herself, "I will treat myself with kindness, not judgment." This wasn't a magical solution that made everything perfect, but it was the beginning of a profound shift. When a mistake came up during the day, Maria paused. Instead of criticizing herself, she gently reminded herself, "I'm doing my best. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I am worthy of love and compassion, even when I'm imperfect." That small, simple shift in how Maria spoke to herself changed everything. It wasn't about erasing the mistakes or pretending they didn't matter. It was about choosing to be compassionate with herself, no matter what. Over time, Maria's confidence grew. She stopped judging herself so harshly. She began to trust that she could handle whatever came her way without needing to be perfect. Her inner dialogue shifted from being a harsh critic to being a supportive friend. Maria's story is a reflection of something we all experience. The inner voice that judges us, the voice that tells us we're not enough, has a loud presence in our lives. But that voice does not define who we are. We can choose to quiet it, and in doing so, we create space for self-love, self-acceptance, and self-compassion. We allow ourselves to be human, to acknowledge our flaws, but also to recognize our worth despite them. Buddha's teachings remind us that self-compassion is essential for peace and growth. Without it, we remain trapped in a cycle of self-judgment that holds us back from experiencing the peace we so deeply desire. By treating ourselves with the same kindness we offer to others, we create a more compassionate inner world, a world that is filled with understanding, with patience, and with love. Think of the times you've been hard on yourself for not doing enough or not being enough. What would it feel like to stop that cycle? What would it feel like to choose kindness over judgment, compassion over criticism? It's not about perfection. It's about acceptance. When you begin to practice self-compassion, it's like turning a key that opens a door to healing. You can stop punishing yourself for mistakes, and instead you can learn from them. Mistakes are not a sign of failure. They are opportunities for growth, for wisdom, and for learning more about who you are. The more you treat yourself with kindness, the more you reconnect with your true self, and the more you experience the peace that comes from being at ease with who you are. The beauty of self-compassion is that it ripples out into every area of your life. When you treat yourself with kindness, you naturally start to treat others with more understanding. You become more patient, more forgiving, and more loving because you've learned to offer those same gifts to yourself. And in doing so, you create an environment of peace, both within and around you. This affirmation, "I will treat myself with kindness, not judgment," is a daily practice. It's a reminder that you are worthy of your own love, even when you make mistakes. It's a reminder that your worth is not defined by your perfection, but by your ability to show up for yourself with compassion, even in your flaws. So when you catch yourself slipping into harsh self-judgment, pause, take a breath, and remember that you are doing your best. In the quiet moments of self-compassion, you reclaim your inner peace. You release the weight of judgment, and in its place, you create space for growth, for healing, and for unconditional love. And so today, start treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would show to a dear friend. When you offer yourself this gift, you will not only begin to heal, but you will also discover the true power of being at peace with who you are. Take a deep breath. Let go of judgment and instead treat yourself with the love and kindness you deserve. 4. Everything I need is already within me. We spend so much of our lives looking for answers outside of ourselves, don't we? We search for solutions in other people's opinions, in material possessions, in external achievements that seem to promise fulfillment. We believe that once we attain the next goal, find the right relationship, or acquire the perfect thing, we'll finally feel whole, finally feel complete. But here's the powerful truth. Everything you need is already within you. We often forget this simple fact. We look outward, searching for something that will fill the void inside of us, something to make us feel validated, worthy, and seen. But true fulfillment doesn't come from external sources. It comes from within. Buddhism teaches that the greatest wisdom, strength, and compassion are not things we need to seek elsewhere. They are part of us already. We all have inherent wisdom, clarity, and compassion within us. These qualities are not something we need to acquire. They are already planted deep within our hearts, waiting to be discovered and nurtured. The challenge, then, isn't about finding what we're missing. It's about stopping the constant search outside and starting to connect with what's already inside. Imagine, if you will, a lantern. Picture it sitting quietly in a dark room, its light waiting to shine. But over time, dust has settled on its glass, blocking the glow. The light hasn't gone anywhere, it's still there, waiting to shine, but the dust is obscuring it. Your potential is like that light. It has always been within you, strong, bright, and ready to illuminate the world. But over time, the distractions of life, external noise, the opinions of others, the pressures to fit in, have covered it up. You don't need to search for a new light. What you need to do is clear away the dust. You need to quiet the noise, remove the layers of doubt, fear, and insecurity, and reconnect with the light that is already burning inside you. This is the essence of mindfulness, the practice of turning inward and becoming aware of the wisdom, strength, and clarity that reside within your very being. Take a moment right now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs, let your body relax, and as you breathe out, release the tension that may be holding you. Now ask yourself, what do I already know about how to handle this situation? Whether it's a difficult decision, a challenge at work, or a personal struggle, trust that within you is the wisdom to navigate through it. You already have the strength to face what lies ahead. You have the resilience to rise above any obstacle. All of it is inside you, waiting for you to acknowledge it. You don't need to seek answers outside. You don't need someone else to tell you what to do, or a new tool or a new possession to feel complete. You are already whole. The answers are already inside of you. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of self-awareness and self-reliance. In the Dhammapada, Buddha said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This powerful statement reminds us that we are enough as we are. Our worth and wisdom are not dependent on anything external. They are not tied to how others see us or the success we achieve. They are intrinsic, woven into our being, waiting for us to remember them. In moments of uncertainty, when you feel lost or unsure, remember that your inner resources, your strength, your clarity, your wisdom, are always with you. You are not lacking anything. The only thing you need to do is reconnect with these resources. Just as a lantern's light needs only the dust to be wiped away to shine brightly, you need only to clear away the distractions and return to your own truth. Think back to a time when you felt powerful, confident, and clear. Maybe it was when you made a decision that felt right, when you stood up for yourself, or when you trusted your intuition and found peace. What did that feel like? That is your true nature. The confident, wise, compassionate you that is always available, even if you can't always see it. Now ask yourself, what is stopping me from reconnecting with this inner wisdom? What fears, doubts, or expectations from the outside world are covering up the light within you? Take a deep breath and let go of these distractions. The dust is not permanent. The moment you make the decision to return to your own truth, the moment you choose to trust yourself again, your inner light begins to shine once more. Let me offer you a simple exercise to help you reconnect with your inner resources. Each morning before you rise, take a moment to tune in to yourself. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask, "What do I need today?" Sit with that question and trust that the answer will come from within. Whether it's strength, clarity, or peace, trust that you already have it. You just need to listen and then take the steps that align with your truth. As you go about your day, remember this mantra: everything I need is already within me. When you face challenges, come back to this truth. When doubts arise, repeat it quietly to yourself. Everything I need is already within me. Let it be a reminder that you are never alone. You are never without the strength you need to handle whatever comes your way. Your true power doesn't lie in the approval of others, in what you own, or in the titles you carry. Your true power lies in your ability to connect with your own wisdom, your own strength, and your own inner peace. This is the gift that you already possess. It's waiting for you to reclaim it. So the next time you feel lost or uncertain, pause and trust. Everything you need is already within you. You are not lacking anything. You are already enough exactly as you are. Just clear away the distractions, return to your truth, and allow your inner light to guide you. 5. Let me be the cause of peace. Today, imagine this. The world is full of noise, full of chaos, of rushing, of demands. Every day we are confronted with the clamor of life, unexpected events, difficult people, the pressures of work and personal life. The world often feels like it's spinning faster than we can keep up, pulling us in every direction, leaving us breathless and unsettled. In the midst of all this, there is a powerful truth. Peace begins with you. The way you show up in the world, the energy you carry, the way you respond to others, it can either fuel the chaos or spread calm. It's in your hands. Your peace, your stillness, your choice to remain grounded amidst the storm can be a powerful force that ripples outward, touching everyone you encounter. Buddha once said, "You cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself." This means that the peace you seek in the world starts with the peace you create within yourself. If you want peace in your relationships, your workplace, your community, you must first embody peace. You must choose to be the cause of peace, even in the face of adversity. Now imagine starting each day with this one simple yet profound intention. Let me be the cause of peace today. What would it feel like to make this the first thought that crosses your mind as you wake up? To step into your day not with the anticipation of conflict, but with the intention of spreading peace, not just for yourself, but for everyone you encounter. Imagine your day unfolding with small, simple moments that ripple out. A smile to a stranger, a kind word to a colleague, a listening ear to a friend. These small acts can have a profound impact. You never know how one moment of kindness, one act of calm, can shift someone else's entire day. Your peace can become their peace. Think of Sophie, a woman who decided to make peace her mission. Sophie had always felt like a bystander in life, letting the chaos around her dictate her emotional state. But one day she made a conscious choice. She would be the source of peace, no matter what. Every morning, Sophie woke up and said to herself, "Let me be the cause of peace today." It wasn't just an affirmation. It was a commitment. Sophie made a decision that no matter what came her way, she would act from a place of calm and centeredness. When her co-workers were stressed, Sophie chose not to get swept up in their energy. Instead, she offered a patient ear and a reassuring presence. When her family had their moments of conflict, Sophie stayed grounded, listened with empathy, and responded with kindness, even when it wasn't easy. And you know what happened. Sophie's peaceful energy began to create a ripple effect. The people around her started to feel calmer in her presence. Her co-workers felt heard and valued. Her family felt supported and safe. Sophie's decision to be the cause of peace didn't just change her day, it changed the way others interacted with her and with the world around them. But let's be clear. This affirmation is not about avoiding conflict. It's not about pretending the world is perfect or pretending that challenges don't exist. Life will always present us with situations that test our patience, our compassion, our ability to remain calm. Choosing peace doesn't mean avoiding conflict. It means responding to it from a place of calm rather than chaos. This is where the Buddhist teachings on equanimity come into play. Buddha taught that equanimity, a state of mental and emotional stability, is the foundation of true peace. Equanimity allows us to remain balanced, to stay centered, no matter what external circumstances arise. It's the ability to experience the ups and downs of life without letting them disturb our inner peace. Equanimity is not indifference. It is the practice of being fully engaged in life without being thrown off balance by it. It's the choice to remain calm even when others around us are spiraling in anger, stress, or frustration. It's the ability to remain in a state of inner peace, no matter what the world throws at us. Imagine if every time you encountered a difficult person or a stressful situation, you chose to respond with calm. Instead of raising your voice in anger or frustration, you breathed deeply, centered yourself, and chose to respond with clarity and kindness. This doesn't mean being passive or allowing people to take advantage of you. It means being active in your choice of response, choosing peace, choosing mindful action, and not letting the chaos around you dictate your inner state. Buddha's teachings remind us that true peace comes from within. The outer world will always shift and change, but when we cultivate peace within ourselves, we can remain steadfast. Just like a calm lake when the wind blows and the waves come, we can remain still beneath the surface no matter how turbulent the world becomes around us. Let's go deeper for a moment. Think of a time when you were faced with a challenge. Maybe it was a difficult conversation, a stressful event, or an unexpected setback. How did you respond? Did you react with frustration, anger, or fear? Or did you take a breath, ground yourself, and choose to respond with peace and patience? Take a moment now to reflect. Close your eyes and think about a recent moment of conflict or stress. As you reflect, ask yourself, how could I have responded differently if I had chosen peace instead of reaction? Feel into that moment. Notice how it feels to imagine yourself responding from a place of calm, of centeredness. You have the power to make that choice every day. You don't need to wait for the world to change. You can choose peace, and in doing so, you can begin to change the energy around you. This affirmation, "Let me be the cause of peace today," is not just a gentle thought. It is a commitment. It is a promise to yourself that no matter the circumstances, you will act with calm, clarity, and compassion. You will bring peace, not chaos, into every situation you encounter. The beauty of this practice is that it not only transforms your own inner world, it transforms the world around you. When you are at peace with yourself, when you respond from a place of mindfulness and equanimity, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy becomes a beacon, a source of calm that others can feel. Your peace can be contagious, just as anger or frustration can spread through a room like wildfire, so too can calm, kindness, and compassion. The more you practice being the cause of peace, the more peace you will create both in your life and in the lives of others. Buddha's words echo in this practice. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. If you want a world filled with peace, it starts with you. You are the change, and that change begins with choosing peace in every interaction, in every response, in every moment. So today, make the choice. Choose peace. Be the cause of peace in your life and in the lives of those around you. Let go of the need to control or react to the world. Instead, choose to act from a place of calm, to choose peace over chaos, and to lead with love and understanding. The world needs more peace, and you can be the one to bring it. The greatest gift you can give yourself is the ability to live in alignment with your own truth. So often we live for others, shaped by external expectations, chasing validation and approval. But when we embrace our own truth, when we honor who we truly are, we create a life that is rooted in peace, self-compassion, and authenticity. This is the life we deserve, one where we are not bound by the opinions of others, but empowered by our own inner wisdom. These 5 affirmations are not just words. They are reminders of your inherent strength, wisdom, and potential. They serve as anchors pulling you back into the present moment, grounding you in the truth that you are enough just as you are. Every day is an opportunity to choose peace over stress, calm over chaos, and love over fear. With each affirmation, you are cultivating a deeper connection with your inner self, allowing you to navigate the world with clarity and confidence. Remember, peace starts with you. You are the one who holds the power to shape your day, your thoughts, and your responses. You don't need to wait for the world to change before you find peace. It is already within you. It always has been. The only thing standing between you and the peace you seek is the choice to embrace it, the choice to trust your path, and the choice to live for yourself unapologetically. Live for yourself. Trust that you are enough. Trust your path, knowing that it is yours alone to walk. Embrace each step with confidence, releasing the need for approval from others. Let your light shine without apology, because the world needs the unique brilliance that only you can offer. Don't dim your light to fit into someone else's expectations. You are meant to shine, and when you live in alignment with your truth, your light will radiate far beyond what you ever imagined. Live for yourself, trust your path, and let your light shine without apology. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, you are enough right here, right now. The peace you seek is already within you, waiting to unfold. It is time to step into your own power, trust your own truth, and let the world witness your brilliance. You are worthy of a life filled with peace, self-love, and authenticity. It all starts with you.